Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange. So, I am very happy to announce that very soon one more sponsor will be coming on the board. So, from next week I will have to say two names. Just wait for the name. Today, I would say what a resilient market. A fantastic market, I can say. Today, the entire global markets were bleeding. If I am not wrong, only the UK market was slightly negative. Other than the UK market, and all other markets fell. And it's not a normal fall. Today morning, 6:30, I woke up. I saw Dow Futures was trading around 100 point plus. From 100 point plus, it went to minus 300. So that's a 400 point fall in Dow Futures. And same thing. So the entire global markets were bleeding, but we were doing so extraordinarily well. And despite such a bad global cues, we just opened slightly positive. But the first 45 minutes was a huge volatility. I think that's that's where some retail people want to go long, short, so all kinds of things, and the volatility, I can tell you, it's just too hard to handle. It goes up 100 point, come down 150 point, again go up by 200 point, all in a matter of first 45 minutes. So, professional traders, they just don't do anything for the first 45 minutes. Only after 45 minutes, they take that decision. So, after 10 AM, the market stabilized, and then after that, the markets were okay, not really very bad. But between 17,600 and 17,700, Nifty is going up, down, up, down, up, down many times. So, India is the best performing market today. And not only today, even for the whole year also, we can say India is the best performing market. So, as I already told you, there is something is going right in favor of India. So, once again, today the financials came to help. Since morning, financials were doing very well. But in the first 45 minutes, I tell you, the Bank Nifty was moving 600, 700 points. So, PSU banks particularly did very well today. I think at some point of time, I saw PSU bank index was up 3%. State Bank, Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank, everything was doing extremely well. So, I have noticed many times, as and when the global markets are very bad, we open, very much in negative, or we trade very much in negative, the State Bank of India always moves higher. I think I spoke about this earlier also. Bajaj Finance, another fantastic stock today. From the intraday low, it went up to 250, 300 rupees. It was very, very, the stock that contributed most to the Nifty rally today. That's Bajaj Finance. In the morning, I expected Reliance to do very well, but the performance, Reliance was up, but there's nothing to talk big about it. So still it is struggling. And for the last more than a year, and Reliance has been trading between 2300 and 2800. So this is the range for I think, if I am not wrong, for more than a year. And so today what I did, I sold put option at 2200 put option expiring in October. I think I got about 15-16 rupees. 15-16 rupees is a peanut. It's okay, but anyway, the probability of Reliance going to 2200 is very, very low. The reason is very simple. One is that India is an outstanding market now, and 2200 is 100 rupees lower than the swing low. Anyway, usually our markets tend to be bullish in the month of October, because Deepavali is our best festival in the year, so we tend to be positive. So that's about Reliance. And IT stocks started stabilizing today, but we have to see for another 1 or 2 more days. And the way Nasdaq is falling, I don't know whether this is just one-off or it will really start stabilizing. At the end of the day, FIIs have bought for 312 crores. And that is surprising because for the last 2 days they have sold heavily. I think on Friday they sold for more than 3000 crores, but today they bought for 312 crores. In the morning, because in the first 45 minutes, there was a big dip and then there was a huge intraday recovery. And I thought that recovery was led by domestic institutions. But at the end of the day, it's disappointing and domestic institutions have actually sold for 94 crores. That actually I did not expect today. But somehow, I would say people are sensing that market will be going higher from here. And in fact, I tweeted also that despite market being weak, the entire global markets being weak, and surprisingly, today 17,600 and 17,500 put options added huge open interest. 17,600 is at the money. So 17.5 put and 17.6 put added huge open interest. And not only that, even more surprising is that there was some unwinding in 17,500, 600, 700 call options. So which means that a segment of the market participants are expecting a significant up move in the next 2 to 3 days. But I do not know what is their hope. But the way the US markets are looking, and then particularly we have a Fed meeting on Wednesday night. I do not know what kind of hope, how they are having that hope. But that is what the data is suggesting. I am not convinced, but the data is suggesting that. So just to take advantage of that, I am selling put options far away, like 17,000, 16,900 put options I am selling. So, we just get 10, 12 rupees. I don't think that we can hope to make more than 10, 12 rupees in this kind of market. The markets are so volatile. And today, the crude oil has come down. So maybe I can just check right now. Crude oil has fallen more than 2.5%, 2.6%. Now Brent crude is trading around $89. And I always say, if something is bad for the world, it is good for India. So crude oil is crashing, maybe because, economies are going for recession and, so there's a demand concern. That's why the crude crashes, but we are the largest importer of crude, so we stand to benefit. So definitely auto stocks will be in focus. And today I found that TVS Motors and adding huge open interest. So maybe for tomorrow's trade, if the markets are bullish, you can look at TVS Motors. So I think it has corrected a bit and today started moving higher. So, maybe tomorrow in the pre-market I will tell you what is the stop loss you can keep and other things. But right now I am focusing on TVS Motors for tomorrow's trade. And anyway, we will confirm after the US market closes today. The way US markets are moving, I will tell you, all the supports are broken and they are not at all trying to recover. And every day US market opens significantly lower. But towards the end of the day, in the last half an hour, some short covering happens and the next day again it falls. So the best thing is that, you short the US market at the end of every day, the next day morning you get some chance to square up. And particularly Nasdaq is looking very, very bad. But despite that, FIIs have become buyers. So despite that, Singapore Nifty is actually showing about 20-30 point plus only. So anyway, these things are immaterial until tomorrow morning. So we have to see where the US market closes tomorrow morning and then only we can take a view of our market. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you for watching.